And welcome to the Midday Update. These are the top headlines from our newsroom today. Oman resumes National Immunization Campaign against COVID-19. Lockdown measures bear fruit as COVID cases drop in the Sultanate. Housing Ministry assesses damages in Sur amid extreme weather conditions. Group arrested for counterfeiting currency in the Sultanate. 4 soldiers killed in road accident in Pakistan-controlled Kashmir, says Pakistan Army. Tanzania reinforces precautionary measures against COVID-19. Kidnappers in Nigeria released 28 abducted school children, according to a report. More Omani athletes to join Olympic Games squad. Japanese siblings create history at Olympics by clinching gold medal on same day. These were the top headlines from our news studio today. Let's see how the weather condition looks like in the Sultanate in our weather update.
This is Maytha Chukeri with today's weather update, and right now I'm reporting from inside the TFM studio in Al Khoir. Before we move on to our weather update, here is our fact for today. There's an average of 100,000 weather-related deaths per year across the globe. Drought, heavy rain, heat waves, and flooding accounts for the most deaths. That is our fact for today, and now let's take a look at how the weather will be like in the Sultanate. According to Oman Meteorology and Civil Aviation Authorities, there will be clear to partly cloudy skies along the coastal areas of the Far and adjoining mountains with light rain. There will be mainly clear skies in the rest of the Sultanate with chances of rising temperature. There's also chances of late night to early morning low-level clouds or fog patches along the coastal areas of the Arabian Sea. And now let's take a look at how the weather will be like in all the governorates. Muscat will be sunny, temperatures between 42 to 34 degrees Celsius. Musandam will be sunny, temperatures between 43 to 33 degrees Celsius. North Al-Batana will be sunny, temperatures between 43 to 31 degrees Celsius. South Al-Batana will be partly cloudy, temperatures between 44 to 32 degrees Celsius. Al-Buraymi will be partly cloudy, temperatures between 43 to 33 degrees Celsius. Al-Dhahira will be partly cloudy, temperatures between 43 to 32 degrees Celsius. Al-Dakhiliya will experience thunder showers, temperatures between 41 to 27 degrees Celsius. North Al-Sharqiyya will experience thunder showers, temperatures between 40 to 26 degrees Celsius. South Al-Sharqiyya will be partly cloudy, temperatures between 43 to 30 degrees Celsius. Al-Wusta will be partly cloudy, temperatures between 40 to 27 degrees Celsius. And the Far will experience thunder showers, temperatures between 26 to 25 degrees Celsius.
Welcome back to TTV, watching Midday Update. Now, before we get into the details of the local stories for today, let's see how the COVID-19 situation looks like in the Sultanate. The Ministry of Health officials have announced the registration of 18 death cases due to coronavirus in Oman today. This has taken the total death toll in the Sultanate to 3,771. The health officials have also extended their deepest condolences to the families of the deceased. In addition to that, the Ministry of Health has also announced the registration of 572 new coronavirus cases in Oman today. With this number, the total confirmed cases in the Sultanate now stands at 294,526, which also includes the total recoveries of 276,483 as well as 3,771 deaths. The Ministry of Health in the last 24 hours have also registered recoveries of 723. The health officials have urged everyone to adhere to precautionary measures issued by the Supreme Committee as well as the Ministry of Health. And now from a local desk. The Ministry of Health on Sunday resumed the National Immunization Campaign against COVID-19 for the target categories, which is 18 years and above. On Sunday, vaccination centers in all governorates of the Sultanate witnessed a good turnout from the target groups. The Ministry of Health emphasized the importance of booking an appointment through the website covid19.moh.gov.om or through Tarassut Plus application before heading to government vaccination centers in various governorates of the Sultanate to ensure a safe and smooth vaccination process. Now, Oman's efforts to bring down COVID-19 infection rates and hospital admissions through lockdown seem to be working, according to key statistics measures over the last 10 days. Dr. Zaid Al-Hinai, a consultant in infectious diseases at Sultan Qaboos University, explained that the impact of any lockdown aimed at stopping the spread of COVID-19 will be seen about 14 days after its implementation. He explained that the previous night closure exercised by the Supreme Committee, which ran from 8 p.m. to 4 a.m., began to show results in terms of inpatient numbers 14 days after the decision was put into effect. He added that the impact of the total lockdown imposed during Eid al-Adha will also be felt after 14 days later. Explaining why this was the case, Al-Hinai said it is because of the time taken for COVID-19 patients to develop symptoms and then subsequently recover from the disease. He also added that symptoms normally appear 5 days after someone is first infected, and from the time he is hospitalized, he requires about 12 days to recover. Any measure taken to reduce the spread of the virus and proof of their positive impact will take 12 to 14 days to be felt. This could be seen, for example, in terms of decreased hospitalization rates. He also continued saying that, hoping that these measures will help bring down COVID infection rates in the country, a combination of factors had led to a decrease in hospitalization in the days leading up to the total lockdown during Eid al-Adha. He said that we did notice a decrease in infection numbers and hospital admissions before this period, but this was also because people adhered to precautionary health measures to keep themselves and others safe. He lastly added that ideally we expect a decrease in infection numbers, which will lead to reduced patient admission rates, which in turn will lead to fewer deaths as a result of COVID-19. The Undersecretary of Housing visited the Vilayat of Sur to look into the damages caused by the weather conditions and met with a number of officials and people to consider their requirements and initiate possible solutions. According to a statement issued by the Ministry of Housing and Urban Planning, it said to find out the damages caused by the weather in the Sultanate and to develop solutions for the affected areas in the Vilayat of Sur, His Excellency Engineer Hamad bin Ali bin Sulaiman Al Nazwani, Under Secretary of the Ministry of Housing and Urban Planning for Housing, and some officials met with a number of officials and then people of the Vilayat to consider their requirements and initiate possible solutions. His Excellency Sulaiman bin Ali Al Hikmani, Chairman of the Consumer Protection Authority, visited the Vilayat of Sur to see the efforts of the authority since the end of the exceptional weather situation that the South Sharqiyya Governorate has been exposed to. The authority is to monitor and regulate the markets and ensure the availability of goods and price stability. A group of people in the Sultanate of Oman have been arrested by the Royal Oman Police for counterfeiting the national currency. According to a statement issued by the Royal Oman Police said, Ad-Dakhliya Governorate Police Command arrested a group of people on charges of counterfeiting the national currency, and they were seized with forgery tools and equipment and counterfeit currencies of 20 and 50 Omani riyals. The case is under investigation. This was all from a local desk for today. It's time for us to take a quick commercial break, but stay tuned as we have more updates coming your way from International Desk. Welcome back to TTV, watching Midday Update. And now from our international desk. 4 soldiers were killed and 4 people were injured in road accident in Pakistan-controlled Kashmir on Sunday, the Pakistani military said. 3 soldiers and a civil driver were among the injured, the Army's media wing, Inter-Services Public Relations, commonly known as ISPR, said in a statement. The ISPR added that the incident happened when an army vehicle carrying a team of quick reaction force toppled while taking a steep turn and fell into a ravine in the Laswa area of Pakistan-controlled Kashmir. The vehicle was employed for maintenance of law and order in the region, according to the ISPR statement. The injured have been evacuated to nearby medical facilities for medical care, said the statement. Tanzanian health authorities on Sunday announced measures aimed at reinforcing precaution against COVID-19 amid a surge of cases in the 3rd wave of the pandemic. Abil Makubi, the permanent secretary in the Ministry of Health, Community Development, Gender, Elderly and Children, announced suspension of mass gatherings, including religious congregations and political rallies, until when the pandemic is controlled. When such gatherings are necessary to be held, permits should be secured from relevant authorities, said the official. He said the measures also include reinforcement of COVID-19 precautionary guidelines in bars, restaurants, meetings, weddings, and ceremonial halls. He said in a statement that all public places should be equipped with thermal scanners, hand washing facilities, adding that people should wear face masks and observe social distancing. Makubi said weddings should be held at open air, adding that if the weddings are held indoors, they should not last long. Makubi said festivals and music concerts should be done in open air, while all precautionary measures observed to the letter. On Saturday, Tanzania received over 1 million doses of COVID-19 vaccines through the COVAX facility. The kidnappers in the Nigerian state of Kaduna released 28 Bethel Baptist Academy students abducted 3 weeks ago, Sputnik reported, citing local newspapers on Saturday. According to Daily Trust, about 80 students are still captive. The chairman of the Christian Association of Nigeria in Kaduna, John Hayab, said, according to Sputnik. A total of 121 students were abducted from the secondary school in northern Nigeria on July 5th. For each of them, the kidnappers demanded a 500,000 Nigerian nairas, which is about $1,216 ransom. One of the hostages was later released on health grounds and at least 5 escaped, it further reported. Once again, it's time for a quick commercial break, but stay tuned for more updates from our sports desk.
Gold medals at the Olympic don't have a lot of gold in them. The gold medals awarded to the athletes who finish first at the Olympics for their amazing feats are of wonderful to look at, but they don't actually contain much gold in them. Although gold medals were made from solid gold until 1912, the modern-day Olympic version contains at least 92.5% silver and is plated with about 6 grams of gold. Silver medals also have 92.5% silver in them, while bronze ones contain 92.5% copper, 2.5% zinc, and 0.5% tin. Medals awarded to athletes also have the details of the events for which they have been awarded inscribed on their edges.
Now, former athletes from Oman will join the country's contingent at the Tokyo 2020 Olympics, with veteran shooter Hamad Al-Khatri being the first to arrive on Monday. Oman's team at the Olympics will reach its full complement when sprinters Barakat Al-Harthi and Mazoon Al-Alawi and weightlifter Amir Al-Khanjari arrive on Wednesday at the Olympic Village. An intensive training program will be arranged for Al-Khatri at Asaka shooting range ahead of his participation in the 50-meter rifle 3 positions men's qualifier on 2nd August. The preparatory program for Al-Khatri will last for 6 days until the full technical supervision of experienced national head coach Sultan Al-Rushedi, who will travel to Japan along with administrative member Suleiman Al-Henai. The shooting sessions will help Al-Harthi acclimatize to the conditions in Tokyo, which were made possible because of the national shooting team's efforts to obtain a special permit from the organizers, enabling him to organize training sessions ahead of the official competition. The experienced Omani shooter hopes that his previous Olympics experience will enable him to register new records and raise the Sultanate's flag in this top showpiece event. He had previously made his Olympic debut in Rio de Janeiro in 2012. Part of the Omani Olympic contingent is swimmer Isa Ladawi, who was his country's flag bearer at the opening ceremony and currently trains at Shokyu University in Japan under the tutelage of Japanese coach Kusanagi Kenta. Now, in yesterday's match at Tokyo Olympic, Japanese siblings created history at the Tokyo Olympics as they both bagged gold medals just hours apart from each other on the same day. Judeka Hifumi Abe clinched a gold medal on Sunday, hours after her sister Uta Abe won gold in the women's 52-kilogram division in the same sport in the ongoing Tokyo Olympics. Day 2 of the ongoing tournament became memorable as the Japanese siblings completed the golden double in judo. The 13-year-old Japanese skateboard Momiji Nishiya won the women's street final on Monday, becoming the world's first female Olympic skateboarding champion. Scoring 15.26 points in the final, the 2021 world silver medalist became the youngest Japanese Olympic champion. Moving on, the United States triumphed in the men's 4x200 men freestyle relay, claiming gold in 3 minutes and 08.97 seconds at the Tokyo Olympic Games on Monday. In addition to that, Rio Olympic champion Adam Peaty defeated his title in men's 100-meter breaststroke on Monday, winning the gold medal in 57.37 seconds. The 3-time world champion had a convincing lead over silver medalist Arno of the Netherlands, who finished 0.63 seconds behind. Some more gold medals from yesterday. India grappler Priya Malik clinched gold at the World Cadet Wrestling Championships on Sunday. She won in the women's 73 kg weight category. China's Shi Tingmao and Wang Han won the women's synchronized 3-meter springboard gold with 326.40 points at Tokyo 2020 on Sunday. Shi and Wang's win in China's 5th consecutive gold in the event since Athens 2004 and Shi's 3rd diving Olympic gold. Moreover, China's weightlifter Li Fabin came out the winner in the men's 61 kg with 2 new Olympic records set on Tuesday as well. Lastly, this is the second gold that the Chinese weightlifting team has won in Tokyo, following Ho Zhizhu's success in women's 49 kg category on Saturday. This was all the gold medals that has been won since yesterday up until now. But with that, let's have a look at the medal tally of which country is still in the lead and which is still catching up. With that, we have come to the end of the episode for today, but stay tuned as we'll be coming live again with Fighting COVID your way at 5 p.m. Stay tuned and keep watching TTV.
You've just heard the live feed from the TTV studios on TFM 95.4. Let's talk.